We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the balls will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Reed. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Reed. The screen, he can go. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Reed. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Tosses it incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. A hand to the running back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Running inside. It's Bishop. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
Well, you got 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run. And a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do 2 things. 1, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. RPO complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Volunteers will try to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. On his feet at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On the draw, it's Owens. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Throwing Reed. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Using his legs, it's Bishop. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Pulls and fires complete. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Running inside. It's Bishop. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
From the red zone, it's Bishop. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Gordon. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard. And you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Reed fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Owens. Wide open on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal goal.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in.
not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Fires into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cartwright. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Vols want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Staley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Vols! He got it back corner of the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Zone, it's Arrington. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Reed. Pulls it in. It's Craver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
There's some room. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 30.
Kill. 8-14 choice.
Play action with Reed. He'll take the deep shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Aggie! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running to the left. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes him talk to the hand. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls in.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the counter. Stumbled to the ground.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
This offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Running inside, it's Gordon. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Staley. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Vols have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Gordon. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll try to run for it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill it. 390,
The run inside. It's Owens. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Reed to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Matthews. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Keeps it himself, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Reed. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Ready, go.
Calls his own number. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Working that left side now. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Owens. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Under fire. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Reed rushes on him. And down he goes.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but turning it on. Got enough for the first. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I send the tight end in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Fires to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Catch in the middle. It's Craver.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Here's Reed to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. With the catch, it's Davis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Trying to run, it's Bishop. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
This is a designed run. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented.